Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He is in ghaib. If you have to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to believe without seeing Him. Because He is in ghaib. Actually, you should see Him from the eyes of your heart. أَن تَعْبُدَ اللَّهَ كَأَنَّكَ تَرَاهُ. You're seeing Allah as if you're looking at Allah. That's why when we say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, I bear witness that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. Which means, अभी आवाज सही है? Is it better? Shahadat is, if you see something, if you cannot see, that's not calling you a witness. For example, the judge asks you, do you see him hitting him? He said, I was working and I heard. So I assume that he must have hit him. Is that accepted in the eyes of the judge? Because in the judge, he has to say, did you see him? The shahadat is actually when you see and then you give. So how come you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah? I bear witness that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. Which means this is the level of iman which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from all of us, that you should be of this stage. कि तुम खुदा को देख रहे हो, that you are looking at Allah, but you cannot see Allah. Can you see Allah? Nobody can see. Quran says لا تدركه الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار. You should be at this level of ihsan, أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه, as if you're looking at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the level of iman which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from every individual. When he's coming into Islam, you should have this iman. You should have Islam also, you should have iman also. So I was saying there are two things of the aspect. There is zahir and there is batin. Islam uses the power of batin. Batil uses the power of zahir. This is the difference. Everything which is besides, all the activities of the people besides the one who are connected with Allah, they use the system of zahir. Zahir means the system of seeing, things which you see. This is what way they use. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used the system of batin. That's why the Rasul was saying that we have a small place. This is how every haqq starts. Islam had spread all over the world, and there was no light in the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. There was no light. When it used to rain, it used to leak. Ab mein leak to nahi hai na? Yeah, leak over. In the time of Rasulullah sallallahu, when it used to rain, it used to leak. That's why we could not, the Sahaba said, we found out about the Laylatul Qadr, in which Rasulullah sallallahu, when he got up from the sajda, that night it rained, so it leaked. And we could nara athar al-tina ala jabati sharif, that we saw the effects of the mud on the forehead of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is how they deduce from this that 47th night was the Laylatul Qadr at that year. So, and the Islam had spread. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the people, the whole world, anything which is not linked with Allah, they all are based on Zahir, the things which you see. And the things which you have, this is how the whole batil is, the falsehood is based on this. Those who don't believe on Allah, their whole basis is based on Zahir. All. Those who don't believe on Allah, their basis of their work is only Zahir. And those who are linked with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their basis of their work is batin. They do not perceive the zahir and the things which they see as the basis of their success and failure. If you look into the history of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how are you? If you look in the history of the seerah, and the Islam had already spread, and what was the condition? The first person who lighted the candle was Tamim ad-Dari. He became Muslim on the 9th of Hijri. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he passed on 10th Hijri. He became Muslim 9th Hijri. And he's the one who lighted, the first one to light the candle in the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 9 years they had no lights in the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No light. Just to make the salah without any lights. लोग कहते हैं ना मैं लाइट बंद क्यों करते हैं? जिंदगी अंधेरे में पढ़ाई नमाज 9 साल. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam for 9 years. This is a very clear. The first one who lighted was Hazrat Tamim Dari. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered the masjid and he said, "Oh, man alladhi nawara masjidan." Oh, who is the one who lighted our masjid? قيل أنه تميم الداري. تميم داري. من نور مسجدنا نور الله قلبه. Allah uske dil ko munawwar kar de. May Allah enlighten his heart. He said, if I had any daughter, I would have given him to you. So that Haris, who was the cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so he heard that, so he got his daughter married to Hazrat Tamim Dari. So our deen, our Islam is based on batin, not on zahir. That is the reason why Ilyas when he started the work of Dawat Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said that people had termed it as Tablighi Jamaat, this is what the people have termed it. He said, if I wanted to name this, I would have named it as Tahriq Iman. This is what I would have named. Because Iman, or Ilyas Sahib Rahmatullah Alayh, understood this point, that Iman is the base. If you have this Iman, then this Islam will be beneficial to you. But if you don't have this Iman and you have this Islam, then you will have a body with no soul in it. You have a car with no engine in it. You have a house, you have all of these lights and everything with no electricity in it. You have this microphone with no electricity in it. It cannot function. You will not be able to benefit from these things. So your salats, your zikr, your tilawat, all of these things, how it will help you? if the iman is not there. Without the iman, these things, how it will help? So Ilyas Rahmatullah alayh, this is what his base was, iman. If you have this iman, then you can see the benefit of Islam. Otherwise, my dear brothers, this will be just like a cultural thing or a ritual thing which is all over the world. Everybody has their own cultures. This is our culture. Some people go on Saturday to their places of worship. Some people go on Sunday. Some people go on Wednesday. ठीक है ना? We go on Friday. That's why Maulana Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah used to say, जो नमाज तुम्हारे 2 वक्त की रोटी का मसला हल नहीं कर सकती, तुम्हें जन्नत कहाँ से दिलाएगी? Allah. This salat which cannot help you your affairs of dunya, how it will, this salah which cannot solve the problems of your dunya, how it will help you, how it can give you the Jannah. इससे बड़ा हमारा मसला बेस खराब हो गया. Our basic base have been deteriorated. You make a structure, beautiful building, you work on the, on the structure, but the base on which the structure is standing, if it's weak and the whole building is going down, no matter how many utensils or how many things which you put on to make it look beautiful, but if the base is down, then the whole building will go down. It cannot stand. Buildings standing is based on the base, how strong the base is. Then whatever things which are in the building, electric, kitchen, fridge, AC, lights, fan, all of these things, you can get benefit. But for example, if the base is weak, in the whole building, let's say a skyscraper, and the base is weak, what will happen? It will go down. So all of this thing will be unable to help. You will be unable to benefit from these things which you have made, because your base is not there. That's what Quran says. وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. They came, lot of amal. इनका बेस नहीं था. Didn't have the base. बेस क्या था? ईमान था. वो ईमान का नूर था. That was the nur of that iman. So what happened? He had this powerful base. Powerful amal. فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. This amal, it did not help them in the dunya, it did not help them in the akhirah also. Quran कह रहा है 19th juz. आखिरत के अंदर, in the akhirah, it could not solve, like Maulana, that's why he said, Rahmatullah alayh, you cannot take care of the affairs of your dunya. How these amal can take care of the affairs of your akhirah? To solve your problems, if you're looking at asbab, then how it will help you in the akhirah? Dunya, this is, you understand this? Dunya, this is a, like you have a pilot project, you have a testing ground. This is your testing ground of your yaqeen. Dunya is your testing ground of your yaqeen. If you fix your yaqeen over here, then your yaqeen in the akhirat will be able to save you. To be saved in the akhirah, you need a very powerful yaqeen, very powerful iman. It is a testing ground. In the dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to bring you asbab, and on one side will be yaqeen. How do you fix your issues? When a person gets his yaqeen corrected and he's able to fix his affairs of his dunya through the yaqeen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, जिस वक़्त हम खुदा की मदद लेना चाहें हम ले सकें, ऐसा यकीन हो. Our yaqeen has to be anytime, whenever I want, I can get the help of Allah. Anytime. I want the help of Allah now. Yes, it's there. He was, the Sahaba, whenever dua kare, Allah hamara masla hal kar rahe, kani di ho. Oh, please make dua, Allah solve my problem. Issue is there. I want to get this fixed now. And it would get fixed now. This is what the Sirat of Sahaba, Ahl Bayt, Awliya Allah, you see. Many examples are there. The Hayat of Sahaba, if you would read carefully, we had no food. We started making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abhi madad chahiye. It started moving by itself. Umar ibn Muqarrin, he was in a place, people attacked them. He said, hold on. Then he said, now defend yourself. He said, what were you waiting for? I was waiting when the angels will come down. Okay, whenever you want, you can get the help of Allah. Help of Allah is in your access. This is the trial of your iman in the dunya. अगर इस ईमान को यहाँ से लेकर नहीं गए तो कब्र में बड़ा जो मसला होगा उसको कैसे हल करेंगे आप? If we cannot get this kind of iman in our dunya, so how we will be able to fix this in the qabr? Tell me how much iman you need. In the qabr you need more iman, or in the dunya you need more iman? Where is the big issue? In the qabr, is there any asbab? Is there any asbab in qabr? Any asbab on the day of judgment? Oh, I'll go to the Allah on the day of judgment. I want to go to the Walmart and get some stuff. I'll take care of it. Too much sun is there. Let me get an umbrella from the Target. Can you do like this on the day of judgment? Kya kare? Is there any malls on the day of judgment? Any asbab on the day of judgment? No asbab, right? No means are there on the day of judgment. So, in the Akhirat, what is there? Only yaqeen is there. So if a person cannot get his iman in this dunya, then in the qabr he will have problems. Masla. Because dunya is a testing ground of your yaqeen. That's why in the qabr the person is put Man Rabbuk, who used to sustain you. The first sawal will be on yaqeen. What kind of yaqeen you brought it over here? क्या यकीन लेकर आए हो? What is your yaqeen? Because the yaqeen comes after the iman. Allahumma rzuqni imanan yubashiru qalbi wa yaqinan sadiqan. And this says that iman which enters into my heart, then after that I will get this yaqeen sadiq. So the first place which a person has to have is that iman. That iman will produce that yaqeen on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So dunya is just a testing ground. There is very your yaqeen. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, question comes, then do we need to leave the asbab? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is where he want to test us, the asbab and the things around us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will create these things and He wants us, therefore, look at the asbab mein kyun lage ho? A lot of times people ask, why you want to get involved into asbab? If you want to understand the light, you need to have darkness. For example, my daughter, she bought a flashlight. So during the day she's opening it, it's not working. The flashlight's power, you cannot understand the power of the flashlight unless it's dark. In the jungle, when you turn on, then you can see the power of that flashlight. In the day, in the sun, if you open your flashlight, it's brilliant. That's the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the asbab, zulumat. And then He created the iman and the yaqeen. Because of the asbab, then you can see the power of iman. तो इसको ज़रा गौर से सुने, समझ में आए, अल्लाह करे मुझे हम सबको समझ में आ जाए. बहुत बड़ा मसला ही है. It's a big issue. Okay. The power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the asbab. Asbab is all darkness. Because Islam is based on ghaib. So everything what you see, this is everything ghairullah hai sara. This is all darkness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the asbab so that you can see the power of your iman. When you have this power of your iman, then in the darkness, in the asbab, you can see how the yaqeen works. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the asbab, because in the qabr, in the hashr, there are no asbab. There will be no asbab at all. Asbab only in the dunya. So that you can understand, because the asbab is all darkness, and the iman and the yaqeen, through this iman and yaqeen, you can understand how much, what is the truth and the falsehood. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, Alhamdulillah, خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور. Allah created the zulumat and then He created the nur. So my dear brothers, all of these things around us, that's why Maulana Ilyas used to say that this is our effort upon to get this iman. Okay, how we have to have this iman, in which a person, he looks at the asbab as if these asbab are only shadows, nothing real. इसके साथ हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने लोगों को भेजा. With this yaqeen, He sent them out. Understand this? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, He sent the Sahaba with the nur of iman. They used to see as all of this asbab around them as just like shadows. أَوَمَنْ كَانَ مَيْتًا فَأَحْيَيْنَاهُ وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُ نُورًا يَمْشِي بِهِ فِي النَّاسِ. They were dead. We give them the iman, and with this iman they went, and they moved with this iman. They used to see everything, all the asbab. Asbab means all the means which you see around you. They would see, this is it, so, shadow is fake hai. Nothing is real. Nothing is जितना है सारा fake है. كسراب بقيعة يحسبه الظمآن ماء. Everything which you see is all fake. ऐसा ईमान हो आपका. This is how the yaqeen you have to be. The iman has to be that all of this thing which you see around you, you should look at it as if it's all fake. ऐसा आपका ईमान हो. आपको धोखा धोखा लेके, even the fake should look like fake to you. Iman will show you the real as the real and the fake as the fake. This is the Iman. The fake as the fake and the real as the real. If a person, when he gets this nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he gets this Iman, this was a dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahumma arzuqni haqiqat ashya kama hiya. Allah, show me the reality of the things. So all the reality of all of these things, Quran says that this is all fake. Puri cheese, everything is fake. فَلَا تَغُرَّنَّكُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا. All of this is fake. Don't think this is real. So I was saying, this is what Maulana wanted. That we should have this Iman. ऐसा ईमान हो कि आप जितने जो असबाब, like the Sahaba radiallahu anhu ajma'in, then they used to say, if you see a fake, you don't get impressed by it. If you see a fake lion, fake tiger, do you get impressed? Oh, fake. Do you see a paper tiger, do you get impressed? If you go to the department store and you see a big, big tiger, stuffed animal, are you scared of them? Sahaba, when they used to see the asbab, the means, this is what it used to look at them. I mean, this is what they used to look at the things with these eyes. They would look at the Zahir powers, they would see that this is all fake. As if they are looking at a stuffed animal, a stuffed lion, a stuffed tiger, stuffed bear. Even the small baby can go and play around with it. They didn't used to perceive it as this is a real thing. There was no worry, they would not get impressed by it or worried about it. They used to see these things. They would never ever get impressed or worried, oh, what will happen to me. They never used to get impressed by these things. If a person does not have this kind of yaqeen, this kind of iman, then if he goes out, if he's talking to the people, and he does not have this kind of yaqeen, so what will happen? Then the dunya will impress him. Every place you go, he will be impressed. Oh, what a beautiful car, beautiful house, how much money. Oh, when I go back, I should do the same thing. Because he's getting impressed by outside. Sahaba radiallahu anhu ajma'in, when they left the Jazira Arabiya to invite the people towards Allah, they had this yaqeen that everything outside is all fake. With this yaqeen, they left. Everything was, this is what they used to see. Ye sara dhoka hai. That is the reason, I don't want to go into the details. Sahaba, when they're looking at the things, they're saying, kuch bhi nahi hai, nothing, no worry. Because they looked at them, it looked to them that they all are fake, nothing real. After having this iman, then they left. Otherwise, my dear brothers, today unfortunately, without having this yaqeen and without having this iman, then my dear brothers, masla hoga hamara, major problem, a big issue. If a person cannot have this, if a person doesn't have this yaqeen, then what will happen? Then he is going to be, then to do the effort of deen, he would use the same what the others are doing. He will rely on the means. His base also will be on the asbab. His effort of the deen will be based on asbab, not yaqeen. It will be based on asbab. जो भी दीन का काम करेगा असबाब की बुनियाद पे करेगा. Any effort of the deen he will do on the basis of asbab means. आपको पता नहीं मेरी इंग्लिश समझ में आ रही नहीं आ रही? Are you understanding? ये जो बात कह रहा हूँ, हाँ? अरे भाई, सहाबा रज़ी अल्लाह अन्हुम मजमईन, their tijarat was based on yaqeen, not on asbab. Forget about the effort of deen. The dunya was based on iman. The dunya, the affairs which they used to do, it was based on iman, not on the asbab, not on the means. Forget about the effort of deen, effort of dunya also. They're doing dunya. Many stories are there of the Sahaba. He's saying that Sayyidina Ali karramallahu wajhu. One man comes in. He says that, what is this? He said, my horse. My horse. He said, how much it is? He said, I'll give you for 10 dirham. So how about if I give you 20? Sure, why not? I'm asking 10, I'm willing to give you 20. How about if I give you 50? I said, are you okay? So you know what? Give him 100. I said, why are you doing like this? I'm willing to give you a 10. You want to pay me 100 for this? Yes. Give it to him. So his khazanchi, his treasurer, gave him, the slave gave him 100. And he said that, Hazrat, why you give him? He said the market value of this is 100. How can I because if he comes in the city, he would know the market price. So how can I cheat him? So what is his dunya based on? His dunya is based on iman. And our masajid and our madaris and our effort of deen is based on asbab. कैसे चल सकता है ये? उनकी दुनिया असबाब, उनकी दुनिया की बुनियाद भी ईमान पे थी. दीन तो छोड़ो, दुनिया इनकी ऐसी थी. The dunya was based on iman. Forget about the effort of deen. That's why Maulana he said that the first place to make an effort was the iman. Why people fight, or why we have issues when our basis becomes, when our yaqeen becomes weak, when our iman becomes low, then the issues come. In dunya also, why do people fight? In dunya, why do people fight in business? Because it's not based on iman. Oh, he's my partner, he's taking more money, I'm taking less money. He's cheating me. My partner says, I want to get everything from him. So each partner says, I want to get everything from him. Two, they both want to, take the maximum from each other. But it's not based on iman. They're thinking, he will take away, he took my my risk, or he took my money. In my area, somebody came and said, we want to do business with you. Okay. We'll give you 10%. So, okay, no problem. And then after calculation, they said, you know what? Actually, we decided to give you 5%. Okay, no problem. No problem, take. Then again, some more calculations were made. Then actually, 5 is also, I want to give you 2.5. No problem. Said either you give me 2.5 or 5 or 10. I'm going to get my 100%. My 100% is not going anywhere. If you put 10%, if you put 5%, if you put 2.5%, I'm going to get my 100%. ऐसा है या नहीं? You mean the partner will take away? Does he has the capacity to take my risk? oh, you took my, my fair share. You don't give me the fair share. But either then when he heard this, he said, no, I want to give you 10%. No problem. Because actually, either if he gives you 10%, 20%, 100%, 80%, 120%, you are going to get your 100%. ألا وإن النفس لن تموت حتى تستكمل رزقها أجملوا في الطلب وتوكلوا عليه. Every person's risk is already ordained, is written. So the Quran, Allah wants us that our dunya has to be based on iman. अगर हमारा दीन is based on asbab, तो कहाँ जाएगा हमारा दीन फिर? Where our deen will go, if our dunya, Allah wants that our dunya should be based on iman. Imagine our deen. So very bhaiyo, that's why my dear brothers, Ilyas Rahmatullah was making an effort that all of our, our basis has to be the iman. Okay? And this dunya is just a trial phase. This is just a trial phase to make sure that the iman comes. And the Sahaba radiallahu anhum ajma'een, they made so much effort on their iman that the people who did not used to believe on Allah, they used to say, why all of this isn't happening with you? Because Allah is with you. They were able to, the people who not believe on Allah, they came to this conclusion that Allah is with them. Like my son, sometimes people come and say that, oh, our children are becoming atheists, because I cannot show him. और साहबा ने तो काफिरों को दिखा दिया, तो अपने बच्चों को नहीं दिखा सकते. Sahaba were able to show to the people who don't believe on Allah who Allah is. I cannot even show it to my wife or to my kids who Allah is. We think it's all based on how good you speak and how convincing you are. Rasulullah used to do convincing talk. Zainsazi kar rahe the baith ke ghanton. What Zainsazi? Zainsazi karo. Bolte nahi. Or Rasulullah how much brainwashing he is doing to the Sahaba, to the people of Makkah. 8 words he is using. Ya ayyuhan nas, qulu la ilaha illallah tuflihu. Case closed. Anything is going on over there? He's explaining. What is he doing? वो अपने ईमान को ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं. By saying this, if you have the iman, it gets transferred. इसलिए हमारे हज़रात कहते थे दावत दो. So what they used to say? दावत दो, ये दो. मैंने दिया है, take it. Give दावत. I have given in the tissue. It's something which you give. हमने ये समझा. We thought talking is giving दावत. और तुम अंदर की चीज को दो उसको. What you have, you give it to them. That's why Allah, even if you use the word, if you think the word, what Allah used to say. That what you have, give it to them. That's why, my dear respected brothers, this iman, this is the dunya, is the place where we have to make sure that this iman is with us. And that iman can take care of because this Islam is only for the akhirah and the dunya. Because if you don't have the iman, then your life will not be based on the orders of Allah. It cannot be. Your life will be based on the principles other than the orders of Allah. If the iman is not there, you can talk about iman, but the iman is not there, because talking about iman is different than having the iman. Talking about money is different than having money. I give you a long lecture about the amount of money, the benefits of money. But if you give me $5, I have no dollar there. You give a long lecture about the benefits of money. Benefits, ठीक है, you will get a reward by talking about ईमान. असल तो ईमान हासिल करना जो मौलवी साहब कहते थे. That's the reason. A person, used to say, that a person has to have this iman, because if the iman is not there, then he cannot live the life of iman. Life on the orders of Allah you cannot live, because all the orders of Allah is based on iman. Allah is saying, for example, stay away from riba. ठीक है ना? Quran is saying this. How can I run the business without riba? So let's Islamicize it. क्या कहते हैं उसको? Make it Muslim. How to let's make the riba Muslim. He's going to accept Islam then. अगर यकीन नहीं है तो आप ईमान की अहकामात रब्बानी पे चल नहीं सकते. आपको उस पर नुकसान नजर आएगा. If the yaqeen is not there, the person, he cannot follow the orders of Allah because he will see failure in that. If the yaqeen is not there, he will be unable to work on the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he will say, if I follow the orders of Allah, it's failure. कैसे मैं, how can I run my business? How can I run my affairs? How can I take care of my wife? How can I take care of my children? Because all the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is based on ghaib and not on zahir. All the orders of Allah. It's not based on that. To fulfill the orders, otherwise then we can talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but the reality in my life will not be like this. There will be two different lives we'll be leading. Life, what we talk, and the life, what we live. That's the first thing which Maulana Ilyas Sahib Rahmatullah said, that you have to get that iman. तो इसीलिए the first thing, my dear respected brothers, पहले ईमान तो हासिल करें. First get that iman, and the signs of the iman which the Quran speaks, I need to have them. To make sure that this iman is there. الذين إذا ذكر الله وجلت قلوبهم والصابرين على ما أصابهم والمقيم الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. This is one ayah. Another ayah. الذين إذا ذكر الله وجلت قلوبهم وإذا تليت عليهم آياته زادتهم إيمانا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون أولئك هم المؤمنون حقا. Be hearing the name of Allah, your heart starts trembling. تقشعر منه جلود الذين يخشون ربهم ثم تلين جلودهم وقلوبهم إلى ذكر الله. The Quran, it sends shivers to your body. Your groove starts affecting. Quran starts affecting. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he used to give da'wah, why he didn't used to give long bayan and only few words? Question. Why? Many stories are there. Prophet when he comes, he said, Man anta? Who are you? Rasulullah said, don't say anything. Oh, brother, you gotta believe on me, man. I'm a prophet. Yeah, you gotta understand that. What is he saying? إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله. أعد علي. Can you repeat it to me? Again he repeats. What is this? Again repeat. Same. I said, I want to become Muslim. How? What's making him Muslim? Question. Why he doesn't want to do Zain Sazi and brainwashing? Why he's just using one word and that's it? Why I'm giving such a long bayan and in the hadith of Sahaba, the bayans of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam are so short. This is in Madinah Munawwara. In Makkah Mukarramah, you don't see him giving in bayans also. See the history. Sirat. आप कितने लंबे बयान देते थे मदीना मुनव्वरा मक्के मुकर्रमा 8 words of this, and then the person becomes Muslim. Yes, I was talking about this iman. When a person has the iman, you speak, that's an iman enters. Provided this person with two conditions, aqidah wa muhabbat ho, it enters. If the respect and value is there, the iman will enter. Iman is something physical. It's not just only the beliefs which we think only it is the beliefs. Something physical. Sometimes in the Quran the words are used for beliefs also. It is used sometimes in the Quran, but actually it is something which is this word the Arabs say for. Like today we are thinking, قالت الأعراب آمنا. Allah said no. ولكن قل لم तुम तो मोमिन हो ही थोड़ी. ولكن قولوا أسلمنا. You say that you're just Muslim. Only over here. अंदर नहीं आया तुम्हारा. ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. Iman has not yet penetrated your heart. They believed. They had all the beliefs which we have today too. So Iman is actually that nur which actually gets transferred and which penetrates the heart. That is called Iman. Sometimes in the Arabic, because in Arabic words are used for different meanings. Like daraba in Arabic language, it is used for hitting. Daraba Allah mathalan abdan mamlukan la yabdu. Bayan ki taur bhi istemal hota hai. You know, once in the madrasa we were reading where the words daraba is used. It uses many different forms. Similarly, Iman is also used sometimes in the aqaid. They believe amantu billah wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi amantu billahi kama huwa bi isma'i. But what Allah is meaning over here, it is actually that physical thing which we have which gets transferred. That's what the elders used to say, dawat do. जो तुमने हासिल किया है ना, इसको तुम दो. Which you have, you give it to the others. बोलो नहीं कहा, दावत दो कहा. Wonder on the words of what the elders are saying. That what you have, give it to them. So that's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would say one word, one sentence, become a Muslim. That's it. तो ईमान हासिल करना है. That is the iman which Maulana Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi was saying. That we need to have that iman. That iman is going to, the first thing is this, the alamat of the iman has to be there. The second thing, a person should have that kind of iman to solve uski ghair ki taraf nigah na jaye. His eyes should not go on somebody else to fix his issues. इसलिए हदिया की भी शराइत रखी हैं. There are signs of hadiya. Somebody giving you hadiya, there are signs. What the hadith says, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu wanted to give to Hakim ibn Hizam, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he gave. What are the signs? بغير إشراف. The hadiya is coming. तुम्हारे दिल का ख्याल भी ना आए तो वो सही है, उस्मान में बरकत होगी, वरना तो सवाल हो गया. Even the thought should not fleet your mind that I'm going to get something from him. To fulfill your needs, a person's eyes should only be on Allah. That's it. My issues, only Allah can solve. Only Allah is the one who will fix it. अगर असबाब पे निगाह चली गई तो आप जाके मेहनत करो. Now you do the effort. Now do the effort. Somebody would ask me, "Nabi sallallahu कर्जा क्यों लिया था? हम भी कर्जा ले रहे हैं." सवाल करता है. People say, "He took." देखो भाई, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the prophet of everybody. वो मुसलमान की भी नबी है, मोमिन की भी नबी, सबके नबी है ना वो. He is the prophet of the whole world. सबके नबी है ना वो. आपकी उंगलियों से पानी निकल रहा, why he needs to take note from a Yahudi Christian? Water is coming from his fingers. He can cut the moon into half. He can't get some few dollars. I mean, what is the issue? What is the issue? कमज़ोर ईमान वालों के लिए भाई हर एक को उतना लेवल नहीं है तो चलो भाई उनके लिए भी रास्ता दिखा दिया. लेकिन if you want to do the effort of deen, if you are thinking you want to do the effort of the deen, आपको तो मक्के वाली तरतीब पे चलना होगा. You have to do the work like the people of Makkah. उस वाली तरतीब पे. Then your eyes only is on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The hadith says, بغير إشراف. Even the thought should not come into your mind कि मैं इससे फायदा उठाऊं. If the thought comes, do istighfar. जब फौरन तौबा में लग जाए. ओह मेरा यकीन गैर पे चला गया, मेरी निगाह गैर पे चली गई. हदीस में साफ है, because the hadith is very clear that without your eyes should not go on to somebody else. Abdullah ibn Syed ibn Musayyab, he fell into the well. He fell inside the well. So I'm just telling you that he fell into the well to tell you what the levels of the iman are. He fell into the well. Now he was walking alone from Madinah Munawwara to Makkah Mukarramah. There was a well, he fell inside there. Now he's thinking how to come out. Suddenly he hears the voices. The voice says, oh, there's an abandoned well. I think let's close this so that nobody should fall into this. Now his iman is testing him. Should I ask them for help? Or should I ask only Allah? Kya kare? Should I ask Allah? Or should I ask for help from these people? And he kept on fighting with himself. Imam said, no. How can you ask him? But the nafs says, oh, if you get close, this how will it come out? And there's no chance. Oh, I mean, a person might think, oh, actually Allah brought them here so that they can take me out. So what happened? By the way, you know who Syed ibn Musayyib? His daraja in the Sahaba is like the daraja of the Abu Bakr among the Sahaba. Daraja in the Tabi'een actually. He was the son-in-law of Hazrat Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu. His daraja among the Tabi'een is like the daraja of the Sahaba, is like the daraja of Abu Bakr among the Sahaba. Syed ibn Musayyib. Ab unka iman, the iman and nafs are fighting. Imam said, no. Then what happened? The iman, it overpowered the nafs. Keep quiet. Allah is there. Allah will take me out. By the way, before I continue, sometimes people they become hopeless when they come into circumstances that also destroys their faith. Never lose hope in these circumstances, in these times. For example, if you're surrounded by all the asbab against you, at that time, कोई बात नहीं हम बर्दाश्त कर लेंगे, ऐसे जुमले मत बोलो, वरना फिर बर्दाश्त करना ही पड़ेगा. Don't say these kind of words. Oh, you know what? I can handle it. Allah will show you how to handle it. जुदर पढ़ेंगे फिर. Don't give दावे मत करो. Don't claim, oh, I can do it. Always be hopeful. Allah will take me out. Allah will fix this situation. Allah is out there. Isn't Allah there? Always be positive. Because أَنَا عِنْدَ ظَنَّ عَبْدِي بِي فَلْيَظُنْ بِي مَا شَاءَ. Hadith says, tu jaisa guman karega, वैसे मैं तेरा मामला करूँगा. How you think about me, how you assume about me, I will deal with you in the same manner. Or if you think, one of my friends, he passed away, may Allah forgive him, in Dubai. He said that Maulana Syed used to tell him, he used to work in a bank. कब तक हराम खाएगा, छोड़ देगा, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. तकलीफ आएगी हम बर्दाश्त करेंगे, फाक़िर बर्दाश्त करेंगे. फिर फाक़िर हमने बर्दाश्त किया. So the conditions came. So you know what? We will handle the hunger. And actually it happened to him. So I told him, brother, why did you say this? You could have said, Inshallah, Allah will give you better than this. Allah would have given you better. You are already assuming worse from Allah. So, if I believe on you, I'm a failure, I'll be a failure, and I will go hungry. Allah said, this is what you think about me, this is what I will do to you. This is what you think. This is what you think about me. فَلْيَظُنْ بِي مَا شَاءَ إِنْ ظَنَّ بِي خَيْرًا فَهُوَ لَهُ وَإِنْ ظَنَّ بِي شَرًّا فَهُوَ لَهُ. If you think good about me, I will deal with you in the same manner. And if you think bad about me, in the wrong sense, I will deal with you in the same manner. That's why Allah is angry with the munafiqeen and the mushrikeen. وَيُعَذِّبَ الْمُنَافِقِينَ وَالْمُنَافِقَاتِ وَالْمُشْرِكِينَ وَالْمُشْرِكَاتِ لِيه الظَّانِّينَ بِاللَّهِ ظَنَّ السَّوْءِ. Because they assume bad about Allah. They don't assume good. You fulfilling the orders of Allah and calamity will befall. हो नहीं सकता. How can we think that I'm fulfilling the orders of Allah and any calamity will fall on me? ये कैसे हो सकता है? Always be positive. This shaitan will bring you with this negative. You get the waswasa and so you have to crush it. So Abdullah has Syed ibn Musayyib did not say, oh, if I listen, if I will give my life in the name of Allah inside the well. नहीं, Allah will take care of this. तो क्या हुआ? आग बंद करके पढ़ना शुरू किया. ला इलाहा इल्ला अंता सुब्हानक inni kuntu minaz zalimin. When he opened the eyes, he was on top of the well. Allah took him out. But if you fall in the well, if somebody comes to help, accept the help. क्यों? First check whether you have the iman or not. Check, because talking about iman is different than having the iman. खुश फहमी में नहीं रहना कि मैं बहुत ईमान वाला हूँ, आसमान से मेरे लिए मन्ना सलवाएगा. खुश फहमी नहीं रहना. A lot of times people think that because my iman is such, I can get direct, straight ATM is in the sky. That's it, and the money comes out. If you have that iman, that the signs of the iman are there, then that's a different case. But the signs nahi hai, you're talking and you think that it's coming, oh, you should have issues. Then that's the reason people, a lot of times say, brother, I want this happened to me, this happened to me. You have the wrong understanding. So Syed, this is his level of iman, that they don't accept any help from any individual. Only Allah. That's it. Like Ibrahim alayhi salam. Even the angels came, and the angels came to Ibrahim alayhi salam. What did Ibrahim alayhi salam said? Why don't you make dua? High level. What do you say? Ilmuhu bihali yughni an su'ali. Allah already knows. Why need to remind him? Then the help of Allah, how it came? Allah came. You know the story better than me. तो इसीलिए, my dear brothers, इस ईमान को हासिल करना है. So I was saying, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is how he did the tarbiyah of the Sahaba. That's why with this he sent them out. इस यकीन के साथ, इस ईमान के साथ. That the outside, they are not used to that this is all real, this is all fake. The iman, the noor of the iman showed them it's all fake. اتقوا فراس المؤمن فإنه ينظر بنور الله. You see, with the noor of Allah, it is all fake. Which they used to get impressed. Is iman ke saath, and they went out, so nothing affected them. So, mere bhaiyo, that's why, my dear brothers, you have to get the iman. Say Allah, say iman talab karo. Ask Allah. So what the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma arzuqni imanan yubashiru qalbi. You will get this iman with the one who has the iman. The one who has the iman, this is where you will get the iman. उससे ईमान को हासिल करना है. This is our base. With this base, then the imarat of Islam is standing. Otherwise, if a person does not have this iman, then he will be forced to live two lives. One will be the life of bayans, and one will be the life of house. Two lives. His business, his job, all of this. His base will be different. That's why, my dear brothers, this iman ko hasil karke, as soon as a person gets this iman, then the alamat which I mentioned, she need to check these alamat are there with him or not. And when you get this iman, then you can get the help of Allah whenever you want. Like the Sahaba, Tabi'een, whenever they want. ठीक है भाई, Allah's help is going to come. Then their eyes will not go to any other asbab and means. Their iman was such that they showed it to the others who don't believe on Allah. They showed them this is what Allah is. This is what the Persian people used to say. Allah is with you. Today I cannot even show to my son. I can convince him that Islam is good, but I cannot show him about the iman. I cannot convince my wife, my children. तो पहले मेरे अंदर आए वो ईमान. First that iman should come inside me, and the alamat of the iman should come. When these alamat are there, these are the signs, then this will show how much iman we have. And also, after the signs, then you have to make, and then you have to increase this iman. Nur of iman has to increase, because you cannot cook on a candle. Can you cook biryani on a candle? I say, then my dear respect brothers, the help of Allah will come into our lives. To think that only Islam is for the akhirat, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is not what he said. He said to us that, he said to Utbah, I brought you something, if you follow that, you will be successful in this. You will be successful, you will be leaders of the Arabs and the Ajams. Rasulullah Arab wal Ajam. Utbah said, أطيعوني اليوم وعصوني فيما بعده. Listen to me, and you can disobey me later on. Inna Muhammadan إذا حدث لم يكن, when he talks, he never lies. He's saying it's going to happen. The people who believed on him, who followed his instructions, Allah made them the leaders. I say today Alhamdulillah, the Muslims are all over the world, you can see this. लेकिन थोड़ा सा ईमान का मसला है, इसलिए हदीस में आता है गुसा उनका गुसा इस्साइल, like big. And Allah la yanzuru ila suwarikum wa la ila ajsamikum. Allah doesn't look at your faces. yanzuru ila qulubikum. Allah sees the dil mein iman kitna hai. yanzuru ila qulubikum. He looks at your heart first. Then he said, wa yanzuru ila qulubikum wa a'malikum. Then he will look at your amal, because amal are based on iman. If the iman is not there, you're doing the amal. It's like a big structure, base is not there. What will happen? You can understand. इसीलिए you have to see this. What we have to check ourselves whether this is these signs of the iman are inside me or not. Yes, once when I get that iman, then when you do the a'mal, these a'mal will increase the iman. Otherwise, if I don't have the iman and I'm doing the a'mal, this a'mal will create ego in a person. What it will create? Ego. I'm somebody. You don't know who I am? You don't know, do I have any idea who I am? How do you tell me to bring the water? Why do you put me to sleep? Oh, upset. You don't do enough ikram to me. You should understand who I am. Because I was sitting with one of my friends. हमारी इज्जत नहीं करते, लोगों को चाहिए हमारी इज्जत करें. People, old workers, ulama, they are not. Hazrat, मसला मेरा आपका हो गया अभी जुमले से. Hazrat, you and me, we have a pre-issue here. If you are expecting people should respect you, tell the ummah they should understand who I am. They should understand what is the value of the elders, what is the value of us, of the scholars. And so I told him, brother, then this is you and my issues that we are expecting the people to respect us. Wanting respect is a sign of takabbur. The sign के अंदर बहुत मामला खराब हो चुका है. Really, this is looking for respect, wanting respect. Is a sign कि बहुत मसला टेढ़ा हो चुका है हमारा. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, ثلاثة لا شك في هلاكهن. Three things, there is no doubt that this person is going to be destroyed. لا شك في هلاكهن. इसके हलाकत में कोई शक नहीं. Person can fall from the plane and still be saved. But when Rasulullah says there's no doubt of his halakat. Hawan muttabi', he follows his desires. Shuhum muta', this guy is following he is greedy. Third one, i'jab al-mar'u bi nafsihi, he has a nice opinion about himself. मैं कुछ हूँ, I'm somebody, I'm something, I'm somebody. That's why you're asking for respect. If you think you are nobody, then why you're asking? Oh, you know what? He said so many bad things to me. If he said so many bad things to you, so which means you think that you are. Well, I don't know whether I should say this or not. But I was sitting with Maulana Sahib and Maulana Zubair. He went to South Africa over there. Maulana Zubair Sahib said, "Oh, yeah, इन लोगों ने हमारा कुछ इकराम नहीं किया इस तरह." हज़रत जी ने कहा, भाई आपका मसला है, वापस जाइए. बहुत पुरानी बात है. ज़किर कि तुम ये सोच रहे हैं कि तुम्हारा इकराम नहीं हुआ. Just this thought that they didn't do enough ikram to you. Should go back. Allah is doing ikram yet. If ikram nahi hua, ji, they didn't realize who I am. I should go back. Yeah. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is what he's saying. When a person has these issues, that's why one sheikh, when he said to his disciple, go back, go and give da'wat. But there are two conditions. Never claim that you are Allah, and never claim that you are a prophet. So astaghfirullah. How can I do this? Claiming that I'm Allah and claiming I'm a prophet, how can I do like this? He said, if you see, what हो गया? ठीक है. Oh, sorry, माफ करना, मैं पूछा नहीं. आप इधर थे, मैं देखा नहीं आपकी तरफ. So let me finish this. He said that the first thing he mentioned, never claim you are Allah. He said, Hazrat, how can I say I'm Allah? He said, if you say I did it, then which means you are claiming that you are Allah. फिर कहा कि never claim you are a prophet. He said, how can I say I'm a prophet? Impossible. He said, no, if you say मैंने बहुत अच्छा किया, I did a good job, which means that you are claiming अच्छा काम तो सिर्फ नबी करते हैं. आप तो बुराई करते हैं. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also, when he did the work, he said that I didn't do it, Allah did it. So imagine us, when he was entering to, Allah said in Badr, فَلَمْ تَقْتُلُوهُمْ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُمْ. तुमने कुछ नहीं किया, सब हमने किया. अगर हमने किया कि अल्लाह ने हमसे कम लिया, कुछ नहीं, तुमने कुछ नहीं किया. देखो अफसर, अल्लाह ने हमसे बड़ा काम लिया जी. अल्लाह said कुछ नहीं किया तुमने. Even to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, हमारा रमाई तैद रमाई तवला किन्न अल्लाह रमा. आपने भी जो मुट्ठी फेंकी थी वो आपने भी वो हमने फेंकी थी. And the fist of sand which you threw, this also you didn't do. I did it. He said this with a lot of respect to Rasulullah. So imagine brothers, you and me. That's what बताओ कौन सा तैयार है.
Inshallah, my brothers, this effort needs to be made. As the Shaykh has mentioned, that this level of iman that needs to be achieved, it does not come, without effort. And that